Everyday pensioners in my Leicester South constituency are emailing me with one word, and that word is frightened. Susan, who has pulmonary fibrosis, wrote, "During winter, I rarely go out as it is too cold for my lungs. I need to keep warm and I need to keep my heating on. The winter fuel payment was really helpful." She writes, "I want MPs to know that not all pensioners are millionaires or receive gifts from millionaires, nor do we all get the higher rate of pension. Susan is frightened she won't be able to keep her house warm this winter, and she is not alone. Does the Prime Minister realise how frightening it is for the 8,100 pensioners in my constituency who have lost their winter fuel payment fuel payment help? As the winter month starts to bite, will the Prime Minister come to Leicester to explain to Susan why he thinks this policy is not frightening?" Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, as he knows, the number one job of this government was to get our finances back in order after the mess that the last government made, including leaving a £22 billion black hole. We had to take tough choices. They say they want the benefits, but they can't say how they're going to pay for them. We do want to make sure that the most vulnerable pensioners do get the pension credit that they're entitled to. We're driving that up. But because we're stabilising the economy, we can commit to the triple lock. That's a £460 uplift in the pension next year. So every pensioner will be better off under a Labour government.
So my number one focus was ensuring that the UK was the most forward-leaning in our support, and I think with 12.8 billion and 7.8 billion on military aid and 5 billion on economic and humanitarian support, we are in that strong position. It was alongside the Defence Secretary making sure that we didn't just make pledges, but we got it out the door in 100 days, and we are doing that as well, all to put Ukraine in the strongest position and to urge our European colleagues not to be over-focused on January the 20th, but to recognise that winter has come, it is here, and let us put Ukraine in the strongest position now. And that is what we're centred on.
So we now have conclusive proof that this Labour Party are a bunch of hypocrites. Robbing pensioners of their winter fuel payments saves £1.2 billion, telling us about the £22 billion black hole in the public finances. The Labour Party are more concerned about Ukraine and other foreign aid projects. They spend tens of billions abroad, ignoring us and the elderly and vulnerable people here in the UK. You know who to vote for next time. Do not waste your vote on politicians who ignore us. For me, it is one of these two: Reform UK and Nigel Farage or the Workers' Party of Great Britain.